Underground, our first breakdown of 2K25. This new look, new feel show is going to be kick-ass with two massive title matches. One for the television championship as well as our tag team championships of the world. So strap on in as we get into our opening bouts of the show. It's time for a very special opener to break down Underground as Tiffany Stratton makes her way to the ring. All lights a go. Main event star on the cusp of greatness here in IPW. In this opener for tonight's show, she's going into a difficult situation. A difficult opponent. The MMA field of play is certainly not what people expect to see here in IPW. As we ready ourselves. Here's her opponent. It's all sorts of crazy. AJ Lee makes her IPW debut. Ready to roll for the action tonight. She is in with a, I'd say, favorable shot here against Tiffany Stratton. AJ, predominant, known for a submission offense. Here on a ring with no ropes, just pure carnage. KO submissions, you name it, can go. Mike Rome with official introductions.
Is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton. And from Jersey City, New Jersey, AJ Lee.
Crowd around the ring excited for this one, as am I, as our first taste of the Underground begins. AJ off to the races early. Tiffany, booty, popping, moonsault, comes up short. AJ back to her feet, delivering the knee to the face. The way to win this match is simple. No pinfalls. It's just pure submission or knockout. Everything is a weapon. There's no countouts. No DQ. There's both these women showing their proficiency down here on the mat. Neither one staying down. Here from AJ. As these two enter a battle, a chop fest. Tiffany now just brushing the taste out of AJ's mouth. Fetch chops and then a slap now from AJ. Neither woman giving the other an opportunity to counter. Pure slap fest, chop fest, you name it, it's coming, and they're unloading now. Even matchup to kick off the Underground. And we're going at it again. Why not? These chests of these women are going to be swelling. The veins showing, throbbing from these knife-edge chops. Connecting across the bodies. AJ finally catches one. Tiffany returns a favor, but Tiffany has been busted open. And blood in a women's match for the first time in IPW is a thing. As yet again they go to town. Trade City is even once more. Tiffany throwing AJ into the exposed LED turnbuckle. There's no pads there. The post is exposed and it's pure bedlam here as the action on the outside. Cartwheel into the Alabama Slam. Both women now busted open in her opener. Live from a bingo hall. Breakdown Underground is certainly living up to the hype in our opener. Punches in bunches from Lee, connecting to Stratton. Finally tossed to the corner. AJ's trying to call her up. Not going to be able to do so. Stratton slow to her feet. AJ capitalizing with a knee to the chest. Stratton catches the boot of Lee. And this can be detrimental to AJ's game. But you're not out of this sort of matchup until you're facing the ceiling out stone cold. And to Stratton. Reversal after reversal. Lee, big time forearm. AJ able to overcome Stratton's offense for the moment, but this matchup, I'd say, certainly favors Lee. No ability to go for the spiral tap or the PME for Stratton. Her main signature offense hindered in this environment. And Lee can capitalize with her own vicious, demonic ways as she unloads punches and bunches. Stratton quickly finds a way back to her feet though. Nice German suplex. Follow up with the axe handle. Both these women showing their all. Picking apart one another. Submission. I'm sorry? How was there a rope break when there's no ropes? Regardless, Tiffany trying to look for the underhook DDT. Lee grabs hold of her. You can see the bloodied face of Lee. And then the boot! That was vicious from AJ. But you can see the blood trickling down her face. You can see the same on Stratton's. Both these women bloodied and bruised. Stratton finds a way to trip up Lee and get to her feet. And now both trading position, working their way back up. Nice knee drop there by AJ. She traps the arms and stomping away at the breasticle area of Stratton. Now to the ribs, into the face, keeping Stratton trapped on the mat, pulling at the arm. Such relentless offense from AJ Lee here. As Tiffany, the days could be over. The fans around the ring sensing the danger. GTS. It sets her up. Just flatline implant buster. Gives AJ victory.
Your winner, AJ Lee.
A solid opener to tonight's show. One of which ends with a bloodied eye and face of AJ Lee. Certain the medics on hand for this one will be able to heal her, give us some recovering and recuperation. His love certainly does bite, and AJ Lee was vicious tonight. Well, the underground certainly ramps up more here as the former television champion gets to compete in a strong style-esque match as the king of strong style himself, Shinsuke Nakamura, gets to come out here. Crowd singing him, serenading him as he walks towards the ring. Big time breakdown show tonight. The lights are on and the hype for Nakamura gets us in sync for this matchup. We've already seen in our first bout of the night the bloody reality of the underground. But tonight, Nakamura, his opponent, a similar catch style wrestler to what Nakamura possesses. He is in a disadvantageous state, some may say. But for now, we will see how it goes as we await Shinsuke's opponent. Charlie Dempsey, representing the No Quarter Catch crew, former Heritage Cup winner, a British brawler, a very potent wrestler. Catch style wrestling certainly does well in an underground match. So it's a battle of catch style and strong style for our second bout of the night. Obviously, IPW has us set up for an epic card already. Charlie Dempsey, in its debut, gets the former champ in singles action.
The following contest is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura. And from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 200 pounds, Charlie Dempsey.
This one set to be an interesting matchup. As these two men, strikers in their own game, both catching the kicks early. Oh my word! Neck breaker off the side. Nakamura unrelenting in the early goings. That vicious side of his style in full display. Nice suplex there by Dempsey. Obviously no pinfalls, so did not hold on to Northern Lights Bridge. Nakamura now delivering these Muay Thai knees, opting to weaken the stomach, the sternum of Dempsey. And following up with a punch to the head. Kicking into the back as well. Weakening the lower abdomen area here is Nakamura with his targeting. Dempsey opting to go straight for the head with that uppercut. Big time enziguri by Nakamura, and oh my word, Dempsey's just being tossed constantly off the no rope squared circle. Remember, no count out in this situation. There's Nakamura waiting, watching on, waiting for Dempsey to return into the ring. Nice German suplex there by Dempsey. Now utilizing his catch-style wrestling. Crocodile roll into the choke. Referee not checking the submission as of yet. Dempsey releasing the hold. Now gets to go at it. Obviously, striking game favoring Nakamura in this situation. The submission style will favor Dempsey. Nakamura trying to go for something big there. Dempsey reverses it and takes him down. The head trap. Thing. Now Dragon Sleeper. Rope break. Fucking hell. How is there a rope break when there's no ropes? Regardless of the situation. Dempsey put Nakamura in another sub. Wore him down a little bit. It's Nakamura now chipping away at the legs. Arm triangle in the ropes again. We need to see if that's an option to remove. As Dempsey head first into the ring post. Busts him open. He's not letting that waver him. He's going still full force on the offense. Ducks the punch but can't avoid this fireman's carry. He's trapped and tossed over the crowd. Nakamura keeping the pressure on. The punch misses. Dempsey has control. Double underhook. Butterfly suplex. Nakamura in danger. Dempsey dropping the knee across the skull. Irish whip reversed. Dempsey back into the ring. He's calling. He's beckoning Nakamura to his feet. Sizing him up. Allowing him back into the ring though. Now the strikes. Dempsey has him hooked. Guillotine applied. Drops to his back. Nakamura is trapped in the center of the ring, but fights out of it. Just dropping Dempsey on his back and head to get out. Delivering kicks. These two starting to tee off on one another. Nakamura, Dempsey. Two solid strikers. Dempsey, son of William Regal, one of the greatest technical wrestlers ever. Obviously a prolific striker of his own. Obviously power of the punch. Then brass knucks, so he's able to deliver powerful shots. Has it transferred down to its son. As he unloads here. Shinsuke, Dempsey, even in that trade, but Nakamura came out on top. Dempsey gets behind him though. Nice German suplex. The release, the capture, so effective. Dempsey in control. Has Nakamura. Legs trapped. And that's an issue for Dempsey because Nakamura turns it into offense. Now Nakamura, fireman's carry into the bomb. That's a Death Valley driver if I've ever seen one. Dempsey's in trouble. Finds a way back to his feet though. Trying to seize the leg of Nakamura. Heel hook maybe. Maybe that's the end of him though. It's Nakamura capable of his own offense. Capable of dealing damage. Drops the knee across the neck of an already bloodied Charlie Dempsey. Nakamura sensing the opportunity to end it. The kick caught though, and Dempsey's turning it into a leg trap German suplex. Prolific offense here by Dempsey. He's certainly showcasing new maneuvers in IPW. Whether it's for the good or the worse, Nakamura and Dempsey are putting on a show in our second match of the night. Dempsey fights out the grasp of Nakamura once more. And he's tossed into the ring post. Dempsey has the leg. Wraps it around. Figure 4 maybe. Nakamura in a lot of pain. Not actually a submission hold. But this is arm trapped. It's a twister by Dempsey. Nakamura fights out of it though. Back to his feet. Going for an armbar here. Dempsey and a leg trapped as well. An interesting submission. Dempsey fights out. Gets up. Nakamura uncorking shots. Knees once again. Dempsey could be in trouble. Both these men showcasing their strengths. Dempsey with the submissions, but Nakamura's striking has been on par. Kick connects and the Kinshasa ends it.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
In the end, strong style reigns supreme as its own king takes down Charlie Dempsey. This was a good bout, a showcase of what could happen in the ring. While Nakamura stands atop, it puts him in good stead towards the television championship. But that title will be defended later on tonight. Will it result in an instant classic? We just saw. Well, from one Japanese superstar sensation to another. The Empress of Tomorrow on her way to the breakdown ring for tonight's action. Asuka composed, ready to go. And she's got, I would say, her hands full with her opponent tonight. Can she do the deal? Can she upset her? We'll certainly have to see. Obviously, a lot of interesting action has happened throughout tonight, as we are readying ourselves halfway through the show for a bit of a bout, a bit of a brawl as we go towards our big time matches after this one. Asuka blue paint ready to go, as well, there's some pretty lights, but it's not the music you expect to see with them lights. That's for damn sure. Who is making their IPW debut tonight? Oh my. The horns. It is Stephanie Vakir on her way to the ring for her debut here tonight on Breakdown. Current NXT North American and Women's World Champion Vakir, confident in her approach to the ring against a woman that was undefeated in NXT. Asuka looking to pick up a win.
The following is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Osaka, Japan, Asuka. And from Santiago, Chile, Stephanie Vader.
Vakir, Asuka, ready for this one. As these two begin the battle. Once again, an underground match here on Breakdown Underground. Strikes aplenty here from Vakir, spinning back fist, sets Asuka up. Oh my, look out below as she just gets suplexed to the floor. The mats here on Breakdown aren't as prolific. There isn't too much padding, and that certainly would have hurt a lot for both women as an inverted X Factor. Utilized here by Asuka, looking for the submission. Armbar locked in. Vakir fights out. Nice chop as these two women begin the trade in the center of the ring. Say, striking favorite Asuka. Spinning back fist is very prolific in terms of that combination of offense she does opt for. She can knock the lights out of an opponent with it. Vakir, though, trading evenly, and these two women go to war with one another. As always, these trades end in carnage. Vakir coming out on top. Asuka slips down behind. Nip up there by Vakir, but she's immediately met with an elbow from Asuka. And realize there's really no history between these two women in the wrestling ring. We're looking to create some tonight here in IPW. Asuka unloading with the kicks. A nice spinning roundhouse dropped Vakir to the mat. And this matchup sets up for future. Heel hook applied, Vakir quickly out. Unleashing a bit of rage is Vakir here. Trying to uncork these knife-edge chops. Tossing Asuka over the fans. Thought maybe she was looking to fly. Looking to take out an opponent as a young John Cena watches on in our audience. Clapping away, there he is as well. Vakir beckoning. Asuka back up. Asuka grabs a hold of her. Arm trap suplex. Busts open Vakir. Oh my days. Vakir missing the runner there. Chilean superstar goes to work. Around the world she goes, taking Asuka down. Neither women wanting to fly yet. But Vakir, she's going sky high and drop down. It's like in 1916. Into the ring post she goes. Certainly not the worst hit to the head from the ring post we've seen. But don't forget, Vakir's already busted open. Actually finds a way to bust open Asuka. Not getting pushed back in the ring. Both women trading position. Chop block from Vakir. Takes away the base of the Empress of Tomorrow. Neither women finding an edge just yet. Asuka tossing Vakir down. No countouts. So both women getting a bit of reprieve from one another. Asuka realizing the situation. Goes back to work onto Vakir here. Break down. Vakir seizing an opportunity maybe here. Hold of Asuka, who wisely evades the attack that was coming. Like a hammerlock suplex there from Asuka. Now opting, trapping the arm. Submission locked in. Vakir fights out eventually. kick, DDT. On the outside, has Oscar in her sights. What's she looking for here? Double underhook. Back breaker, and Vakir wins it.
Here is your winner, Stephanie Vader!
Vakir bruised and bloodied after that one, but in her debut picks up a massive victory against the Empress of Tomorrow. Certainly a good way to take us over the hump and head on the home stretch of Breakdown. It's only fitting that the woman who specializes in an underground match gets to compete in one here tonight, as Lola Vice makes her way to the ring for this one. And here tonight on Breakdown, her debut is not going to be an easy one, to be fair. Her opponent specializing in striking. She's ready to try and match her. Obviously, former MMA fighter is Lola Vice, so this one should be good. Let's be ready ourselves. Possibly the last game this one's ever in. It's Blair Davenport, also known as B. Priestley, as I typically still call her. Gets to make her way to the IPW ring. Prolific striker. Kicks are deadly, but with an aura of confidence. This woman brings a vicious side to her game, a extreme side as well. Think back to her days in WCPW, where she had a epic Extreme Rules match with Tegan Knox or Nixon Newell back then. Regardless of that fact, this matchup is gonna be an epic striking fest. So let's toss it to Mike Crone for official introductions.
The following is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, Lola Vice. And from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Here we go. We're underway. I'm excited, as am I, for this one. Vice, her ground game strong, but her striking, similar sort of acclimate. Davenport, though, can easily match it with her own game. Nice face buster there. Now working on the hand. You can see the damage it does as it limits potential fists, punches. It doesn't take away the kicking game. Blair getting hit with these Muay Thai knees to the face, then a TNA kick to the stomach. Roundhouse, and now slaps and chops. Followed up with a couple more kicks and then a sweeping of the legs. Well, Vice going to work here in the early goings now. Working over the leg of B. Priestley, or Blair Davenport, whatever you want to call her. I'm probably going to keep calling her both as we keep going through here. Vice tossing B into the ring post. And B goes flying. And can you blame her? She's busted open already. Certainly facing some vicious strikes, damage here. Priestley's in a world of hurt, and Vice is looking extremely good in her debut. She brings her around. Both women getting stunned here, but the stairs is the end of that stun, as it results in Vice getting tossed into them. Nice knee there from Priestley. Bust open Vice, and both women. I'm not making that joke. Both women are bleeding now. They've synced their timings up, shall we say. Yeah, so Davenport in control. Has Vice trapped on the outside. Allows her back into the ring. Blood strike. Gets caught though, Vice in behind. STO on Priestley. Vice vicious with these kicks, prolific with them as she utilizes them. Davenport catching the strike, knee strike, and then a kick to the stomach. Vice has the arm. She's sort of had the arm. Just breaking back with it. Gets back to her feet. Broken runner there by Davenport. Vice suffering here in the early goings. Davenport hasn't really been tested much here in IPW. This is her kind of like debut as she's calling Lola to her feet and just stomping her head into the mat. Using the back for leverage to get higher in the air. Davenport relentless with the offense. Vice, you have to feel maybe in trouble. But this is certainly not the offense of a woman in danger. The knee strikes to the temple, the cranium of Davenport, looking to knock her out. Looking to deliver the KO blow. Oh, takes her over. Head trapped. Davenport tap out here. Actually fights out of it. Kick to the stomach. These two women are going for everything. Trying to knock each other out in a striking game. Punches from Davenport. Connecting. Lola connecting harder, connecting more, opting for slaps and chops here, and the spin kick from out of nowhere. Vice hits the mark, and she's calling for it. The kick to the back. Davenport in trouble. Somehow finds a way back to her feet. Locks in the head scissors. Will Vice tap out? She manages to get out of it. But she's tossed into the ring post as some revenge. Davenport and Vice putting on a show here. Dragon screw leg whip. Brings Vice down. Nice Michinoku driver from Davenport here. These two women, as a whole, very solid games overall. The spinning kick, the spinning roundhouse. And Vice connecting and now delivering a shot to the head of Davenport. Trying to just knock her out cleanly. This isn't a knockout shot if I've ever seen one. The spinning back fist. Referee watching on eagerly. There's the bingo hall. Enjoying the action. Step up into Guri from Davenport. Connecting. Both of them re-enter the squared circle. Lola looking to tap her out. How can you have a rope break in this sort of environment? I don't know. But it does not matter. Davenport looking to pick up the win here. Chop from Vice. Connecting. Takes the legs out from under Blair. Knee to the face. You have to feel what it's going to take is a kill shot. And this is one of them. Pulls her up. The spinning roundhouse kick. Still Davenport surviving. She's in survival mode here. Is Vice constantly applying pressure, constantly tearing her opponent down. Davenport hasn't found a way back in until now. Gets back up, but she's dropped immediately. Nice. Smelling blood in the water. Pulls her up. Spinning back fist. I would say normally in MMA, spinning back fist or spinning roundhouse certainly would knock your opponent out, but here in IPW, these shots aren't enough. They are, but a setup, a weakener, and this is a kill shot. Davenport lands that knee flush, but it's not enough because somehow Vice is still in the game, still fighting on these women, giving it their all. Davenport suffering. The legs in agony. Rip it apart here as Vice has been prolific in all avenues of offense. Knees into the spine and then the backdrop. Well, inverted DDT. This could be it. The knee kick to the back. Davenport in trouble. Vice looking to tap her out. The choke locked in. Davenport in danger. Will she tap out? Somehow she finds a way out of the hold. The rear naked choke almost enough to put her out. Vice caught, kicked, and taken off the apron. But Davenport's cockiness gets the better of her. These two women showcasing fortitude. Priestley has the legs trapped and the knee to the face. How is Vice still in this? She's not.
Here is your winner, Blair Davenport.
I spoke too soon as this bloody battle raged on for a long period of time, and you can see Davenport covered in her opponent's blood and her own. No one came out better in that. Everyone suffered. Davenport, her music plays so clearly. She won. But at what cost? Well, after those taster underground matches, we head to our co-main event where we have a special guest referee match.
Is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the undisputed World Tag Team Championship. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Brutus and Julius, the Creed Brothers.
Well, that is not the Creed Brothers. This is Ken Shamrock, our special guest referee. Believe it or not, I don't know how this will work out. But regardless, we have the special guest referee match for the Undisputed World Tag Team Championships. And American made. The Creed Brothers get the shot here tonight on this very special episode of Breakdown. Here in the bingo hall. We're ready to go. Tag team action. American made. Solid when it comes to grappling style wrestling. Very similar to the likes of Charlie Dempsey we saw earlier in their catch style. But the champs, they are solid wrestlers. Our first look at the new Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Around the waists of our champs Gallus. Walk towards the squared circle. Ready to compete. A new look to this Gallus lineup. You see confident, the very much solid demeanor they possess. Mark and Joe Coffey, capable wrestlers, and with it we head to the ring. Mike Rome gives us them official introductions as always.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 486 pounds, the undisputed World Tag Team Champions, Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey Gallas. And their opponents.
Thank you, Micro. I'm realizing you're not cut out for this sort of match environment. But Ken Shamrock lifting the tag titles aloft. We're ready to go. We're underway here. Rope break. Initially. The special guest referee match, obviously. Ken Shamrock, MMA fighter. Nice movesault there. One of the Creed Brothers. Pinfall attempt on Joe Coffey. Counts it fairly. Good pinfall count here. Obviously, MMA background for Ken Shamrock here is suited for Breakdown Underground. We might get him as official. As nice move there from Mark Coffey to get his brother to safety. Joe fighting out the corner. Looking for the belly to belly. Gets punched out of. And one delivered to him by one of the Creeds. Tags good on either side, and Mark and Brutus come into the ring. One of these two will probably get knocked out as Joe slowly makes his way to his feet. Gonna make his way out the ring as bear hug applied. Looking to tap him out. Ken Shamrock just watching on, not even checking the submission. Surprising. Nice spine buster there by Mark. Champion gets rolling. Yeah. Tag is made. Julius now legal. Punch goes awry. There's Mark Coffey delivering the uppercut. Punching on as he allows Julius back in the ring. They lock up. Irish whip into this like clobbering attack by Mark Coffey. And this is the style we've seen from Gallus here in IPW. This brawling style that results in a lot of offense, but in recent years elevating to more high-end, high-risk offense. That's that Inzaguri there. Mark has Julius. Snapmare takedown, followed with the running forearm strike. Ken running into position, and he counts almost a 3. You can see it in Mark's eyes. He thought it was done. The crowd behind this match as Gallus bringing a new member, Joe Coffey, now legal. Scottish Iron Man with this swing. Disorientating. Julius Creed is Brutus brought in illegally here, and Joe Coffey unloading. Pops him up and delivers the uppercut. He's not the legal man, but it does not matter. Prime target for Joe Coffey. And he's just unloading. Tosses him out the ring. Gallus showing their dominance. Showing why they're the champs. Coffey working over Julius in the corner. Opting to tag in his brother. It's brother versus brother. And this one, the team of brothers, as the Boston Crab locked in. Easy fight out there by Julius. Belly to belly suplex. American made. Get the tag. Brutus, he's taunting in the face of danger. As Mark Coffey unloads his offense. Opts to try and get the win with that pin though. And comes up short. Irish whip gets reversed. Brutus has Mark in the corner. Chops him down. And delivering a stomp, and now a semblance of revenge for his brother. Choking Mark Coffey out with his knee. You have to feel the rest of the IPW tag division watching this match eagerly, having seen the pay-per-view. Gallus got an easy shot. Did not have to defend the belts. A standing front flip. Gets evaded there. Mark Coffey taken to the skies. Splash to the back. Into the pin he goes. Ken Shamrock's down quick. 1, 2. He was unable to break it up because his brother kicked out. Gallus, you have to feel they see the victory in their eyes. Mark Coffey, powerbomb position, and just delivers and drives him through to the mat. Joe now legal for the team and goes for the pin. Dirty pin at that. 2, 3.
Here are your winners, and still undisputed World Tag Team Champions, Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey Gallus.
It's hard to believe that is the first time their name was announced in this match, but Gallus remain atop of the tag division. Keep a hold of their shiny new belts. Ken Shamrock turned a blind eye to the feet on the ropes. Doesn't really matter, because I think the result would have still been the same. As we get to head to our main event here at Breakdown Underground.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed Television Championship.
We have in our main event here at Breakdown Underground Television Championship match where the challenger is making his debut. Samoan Werewolf, ready for action in an environment that favors him. No rules, just battle, bloodshed, a whole lot of difficulty for whoever steps in his path. The champion, we know, has a similar semblance of control, capability, just raw supernatural survivability. This match will only end when the other submits or is knocked unconscious. These two thrive in that environment. As for the first time, we see him. So I have no clue what is happening. But he's here. The champ. I don't know what's going on. He's champ. Well, there you have it. Let's toss it to Mike Rome for the official championship introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Hatu. And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 285 pounds, the undisputed television champion, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt!
New look Fiend, new look belt. He's content, ready to roll here tonight. Ref Gregathy draws the action for our main event. This underground match. One for the ages. The belt on the line. We're underway. And Jacob off to a quick start. He drops the Fiend with his offense. Possibly looking for a submission early. The Fiend finds a way to fight out of it. And then just gets lifted. A pounce-esque maneuver. I thought for a certain the Fiend was being launched to the floor there. Does well to stay in the ring. But he's cornered. Trapped here. With Jacob for two. These two warriors bring us some submission offense. The Fiend trying to tap out for two here. Comes up short, and these two begin to trade. The Fiend has been busted open. Certainly not something we expected in the early goings. These two vicious strikers in their own right. Slap and chop for chop trades. Punches now being tossed around. In the end, it's just gonna be all out carnage. Neither man willing to give an edge in that trade. And somehow wind up with the Fiend in control and tossing for two into the corner. Sister Abigail utilized here on the outside. Jacob finds his way back to his feet after it. That Samoan werewolf-esque resilience on full display. Bray Wyatt, he's champion for a reason. Stays on top of his opponent, keeping him at bay. The crowd around ringside watching on as he tosses his opponent back in the ring. For two, quick to recover, but at what cost? As Bray fires back. You have to feel if you were watching as another Sister Abigail connects. You have to feel if you were faced with an opponent in that sort of mask. The fear, the anguish you might be feeling as you're choked the life out of, the mandible claw locked in. Quickly, Jacob back to his feet and out of the submission. Pop-up Samoan drop. Headbutt from Fatu, targeting the already exposed skull of the Fiend. These two men showcasing their skills. Fatu impaler DDT, dropping the Fiend skull first to the mat. You have to think, what can Fatu look for here? Opting for an accolade. Will he get the win? The Fiend in trouble. Breaks the grasp out the back door. Staying in this as Jacob pounced to the floor. Crowd almost crushed. The Samoan body, not what you want to see or certainly feel. Jacob looking for some semblance of revenge, but the Fiend does not let it happen. Tossing him back down to the mat. He watches on the champ. Knows his limits, but he's caught. Impaler once more. Drops him to the mat. The Fiend could be in trouble. Again, the accolade locked in. The crowd eager to see a new champion. Griffey watching on as Fatu breaks the hold. Thinking maybe it needs a pile driver.
Here is your winner, and new undisputed television champion, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Certainly unexpected, but not unlikely. Fatu destined for greatness. But tonight, the Fiend, certainly think, fell short in this one. I don't think this is the last we've heard of these two fighting on IPW shows. Thank you for joining me for Breakdown Underground. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like, down below, subscribe from your end if you want to, and spoiler alert, this is not the last time you've seen Underground. Starting next week, Saturdays or Sundays will be very special mini episodes, 3-match shows of IPW Underground. You don't want to miss it. See you then.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact,